a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Good enough for the first down to the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They're going to run it. He's brought down out at the 46.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the ball to go stop it for a loss.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity.
Swarm by the pass rush is sacked.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. So the USC Trojans offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. There are guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Second down play coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Play fake. Looking to throw. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He's past the marker and still going. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. And the Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The completion sets up a second down play. They'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Now it's second down here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Wide open downfield. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Grab down the middle. It's Jordan.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch is made, but there's a flag down. So let's sort that out.
Personal foul. Rookie kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Caught by the receiver. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw. Second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quick throw to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, he moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Dropping back, it's Mayava. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Lets it go quickly. Catch made to the right side. That's a big gain. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Branch. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw again. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And he brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down. The Trojans churn out another 1st down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
He's in the clear. Touchdown, Trojans. No chance to catch him there.
We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Notre Dame, 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but eventually stalled. Came up empty. And now the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Moves out of the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now
brings her in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to throw. It's Maiava. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Here's the second down play. Gives it to the back. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits.
He makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Direct snap to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's running out of time here. A deep shot to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. And now the ball comes up. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. With the catch, it's Williams. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He went out of bounds with a crucial interception here in a tight game.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set, second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The offense now operating in empty. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds,
breaks into the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start from the 25. They start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So one more play here before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a first set of downs for this offense. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. To throw, it's Maiava. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. He's going to pull it down and run.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. Send the back in motion. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Going to throw for it on third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. He was 23 yards out. The field goal is good. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Hand it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. And he's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. play action. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out the third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Quarterback drops back. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Scanning the field. It's Mayava. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. You're going to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it's good, right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
14.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball for 31. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. As the first down is still going. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Inside the 35. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Now here's the toss play. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Returner looking to make a play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
That's reeled in. It's Branch. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. That completion sets up an important third down play. Trying to convert with a sneak. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the air, it's Maiava. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Graham behind the line. It's Jordan. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
To throw, it's Maiava. The receiver grabs it. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
The defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds his man. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That completion gets him a little closer. Big decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
He keeps it himself. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. To bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about...
No throwaway. Force out of bounds. That'll be a big loss. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Catch made in space. Look out. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage. But the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, and a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Notre Dame, 28.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. That's caught. It's Lane. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker. We reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. A short completion of the tight end. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. You know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Can he make it to the marker? Makes a tackle into the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Trojans. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think he
finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quick completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. We're going to pass here on 2nd down. He fires downfield. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. They move the 6th, but hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Going for his running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And Hansen all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. Looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one